All right, a lot has been going on in Abuja. I personally am trying to, get a little bit more information on this story. So hopefully, Chief will be able to bring me up to speed. But before we go forward, I want to play a short video. Sisters rescued, Nigerian police and kidnapping from Abuja. I'm going to play a short video in about 1 minute, and we'll talk about it. I'll be right. Let's see. Okay, let's go.
Worries over the rise in the incidents of kidnapping are giving way to fear among residents of communities in the Buhari Area Council. At least 30 people have been taken from their homes in several estates, including Kuchiko, Deide, Kubari Settlement, and Duse in the last 2 months. Families of the victims were forced to pay ransom to secure their loved ones' release.
If the government, the head of governments, both the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary have their headquarters in Abuja here, and people have been kidnapped from their house on many occasions. It has been happening small, even during the last regime until now, and they cannot safeguard their property.
All right, so there you have it, and there's also a couple of things. I even heard about a story of people that have also been using the crisis to also extort money from each other. Also, we had a situation that happened over the week in Ibadan, the explosion that happened in Ibadan. So, I wanted to hear your take on what is going on with security or insecurity in the nation of Nigeria. What's going on?
Okay, let me give a panoramic report on the crisis situation all over Nigeria, which is almost enveloping, engulfing all the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria, even as we speak. For example, apart from the issues happening in the contiguous areas of Abuja, such as Buhari, Dutse, Alaji, Kochigo, and Kubwa. I know Abuja neighborhoods like the back of my palm, or like my palm. Then let us with that vis-a-vis the kidnapping of 3 travelers going from Akure to Ado-Ekiti. Just between Iju and Ikere-Ekiti, 3 people were taken and were kidnapped and taken right into the bush at that point. In Ibadan, you had the explosives, maybe dynamite, that are used for whether legal or illegal mining. Operations. You said?
For mining, yes. I'm hearing you.
Mining.
Yeah.
Yeah. By certain people, an individual identified as an alien, that is a foreigner living in Nigeria. We do not know if he has his papers. We do not know if he is a legal resident as we speak in Nigeria. Put that behind your mind and think of another set of travelers that were plugged from their vehicle earlier today, traveling between Lagos and Benin City. But at a point between Ore and Okada village, stroke Benin, these people were kidnapped. What is fueling all this? Initially, people thought it was a situation of a one-chance phenomenon in which certain people occupy what you will identify as unpainted cabs. And then they pretend as if they only need one more passenger to fill up and then move to their destination. If somebody is unfortunate to have fallen into their hands, somewhere along the journey, the vehicle would stop. This these gangsters would draw out sharp objects or guns, dispossess that bewildered traveler of his or her possession. While the vehicle is moving on, they will push him or her out and that person could end with, very bad injuries, or at times it could even be fatal. People have been known to die in the process. Apart from that, people sleeping in their homes and then in the middle of the night, even daytime at times. Kidnappers, terrorists, they walk in order to extort. They would take away persons, as you have found out in some instances, having to extort ransoms and what have you. How did Nigeria get to the point at which they are? Number one, this could be driven by political factors. For example, some people were thinking, oh, they own the government of the day. This is their leverage on Mr. President. And not being able to have their way or preferred appointments, they are turning. They are suspected to be turning against President Ahmed Bola Tinubu. That could be a factor. Could be what noticed long ago that, in the neighboring states of Niger, Kaduna, and Nasarawa, Kogi, cells of terrorists are massing closer to Abuja, the capital of the country. That once these people infiltrate, once there is territorial invasion and they dig in, what would happen? It will signal to the whole world that Nigeria is not stable. So that is also tied to political and economic larger issues. Beyond that, there have been jailbreaks. Remember, in one of our discussions last week, I was talking about Minister Ojo, the Minister of Interior, his failure to attend to to different jailbreaks that happened before he got into office. Our prisons were broken, terrorists and hardened criminals escaping. Since then, none of these people have been apprehended. Where could they be? Have they formed sleeping cells around Abuja? Could there be some of the people doing this? Apart from
that's crazy. I'm seeing. Sorry for the interruption.
Yes.
I'm seeing 600 inmates escape in Abuja jailbreak in 2022.
Sure. Remember, that was when everybody thought some persons, what do you call them? Some VIPs, very important prisoners or very important personalities in prisons who escaped with them, and they sat there, they never left. So, where are these people? What is wrong with Nigeria's intelligence network? Here, I know of a solution. We know of solutions that could work within 48 hours. But we are not going to be discussing sensitive issues of security through an open channel like this. If they reach out to us at SharpEdge News, they have our contact. We will tell them what to do. Within 48 hours, they will get results. And we could lessen, if not totally eradicate, these issues of kidnapping, ransom taking, and then reward. I'm
seeing another report. Sorry about that. I'm seeing another report of 421 people recaptured and 454 still at large. How can we even trust the recapture stories?
Ola,
sir,
you are talking of security failure. You are talking of security failure of massive proportions. This is what gets reported in the official press, in the recognized press. What goes on with social media, which Nigerian authorities so much despise, instead of harnessing the potentials of social media, they are presently crafting all kinds of questionable laws that would emasculate
shut it down
and probably shut down the social media space. And they will need all this because it's almost like human intelligence at times when it's properly used. So, like I was saying, look at the caliber of individuals whose homes and lives were affected in the Bodija explosive device situation. Already, the governor of that state, Mr. Sheyi Makinde, has confirmed 5 fatalities. Homes belonging to persons like late Minister of Justice Bola Ige, homes belonging to the recently deceased governor of Ondo State, Akeredolu, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, have been destroyed. You're talking of close to 60 houses that have been blown into weak
So
structures.
something is crossing my mind, Chief. Something is crossing my mind, right? We're talking
Yeah.
about the safest. This, like, coming to Abuja, I would think, okay, I'm safe. You know what I mean? Like,
It used to be.
homes that belong to Chief Bola Ige, homes that belong to the governor of Ondo State. You would think that these are the people run or were running Nigeria. You would think that people were at least will feel a little safe. Is What is
Ola,
going on? Is it getting bigger or something? You know, Yoruba
it's
people man sọ pé olówó láàrin olóṣì, but I didn't think it was gonna be this close. Like, what is
no,
going on?
Ola. Look at this.
Sama.
Look at this popular saying that developed during the Nazi persecution and Holocaust. They came for your neighbor. You never said a word. Another person was plugged. You never said anything. Now they're coming out. They're coming for you. When these things started, it was almost a situation of making Nigeria a nation of unequal people. I mean, people that can never be equal. Somebody always telling you, "I'm the principal. You are the pupil," and all this. Big leagues. You know, what do you call it? Elite schools versus the village schools. People, they were warned. The people you are refusing to educate today, the security you are refusing to provide today, is going to come back to haunt you. So now it's closing in on exclusive neighborhoods such as Bodija, eyebrow places in Abuja. You leave your house, you don't know if you will get to destination. You leave your place of work, you don't know if you will return home. Panic, pandemonium everywhere. The center is finding it too difficult to hold. Even the Falcon, like they would say, in some classical works, you cannot listen to the now. Things are falling and mere and upon Nigeria. What a situation.
Yeah, that's crazy. We're going to, we want to know what your opinions are on these cases. But it looks like every day things are just getting worse. And like you said, there are absolutely expertise, knowledge, wisdom, if you will, and what do you call it? Lessons learned from other nations around the world that have gone through similar crisis. I mean, only and only if Nigeria will be willing to listen from one. I just know that the results they are creating is not good. Obviously, it's not good, even
Yeah,
if it's just the
see,
optics of it.
the professional, or like the professional soldiers that we have, our men and women in uniforms, the police, auxiliary security organizations, they can get this done and get this done, I mean, in quick time. But
What
instead
about
of
the vested?
terrorizing,
What about the vested interest of not getting it done, Chief?
the vested interest of now is even a major vista there that is waiting to get it done. Must upon and what in having to arise yourself, get proactive, focusing governance on taking care of citizens, and then getting busy in identifying the sleeping cells of these individuals where they live, and Nigeria will be the better for it. Nigeria can be saved within a month to 6 months. It is doable. We know how that can be. If they get in touch with us, we will offer them what we know. You can see these terrorists, these kidnappers, these mindless, evil men and women would have their legs stuck behind, whatever, and they would disappear from the scene. Nigeria could be saved, and then we could be saved like we used to be. Yes. Hello.
All right, great. We're going to leave this story here anyway. As you know, we want to know your thoughts about this conversation. Tell us about your particular local area where you are, or people that you know. If you're watching this in the diaspora, we do know that there's a solution to this. What do you think? Are we oversimplifying it, or is it just as difficult? We'd like to know your thoughts. Speaking of security, we do have another story we want to cover right here, and we'll be back in about 20 seconds.